So revealing, I'll treat you right, I will. I'll treat you right, I will. Just tell me you stay silent. Oh, we ain't gotta do what they do. Just tell me you stay silent. Anytime we see things through, just tell me you stay silent. I've been thinking, who you talking to when you feel lonely? I've been thinking, you're the only one I let control me. I've been drinking, so much drugs in me, I'm never sober. I've been missing you so much, I feel it's starting over. What's it gonna take for me to have you to myself? It's easy to have anyone, I don't want no one else. What's it gonna take for me to keep you to myself? It's easier to be alone, but I want something else. We ain't gotta do what they do. Just tell me you stay silent. Anytime we see things through, just tell me you stay silent. We ain't gotta do what they do. Just tell me you stay silent. Anytime we see things through, just tell me you stay silent. Show me silence.
Shout out my man DJ Nate Cheese, man, the music mix out. On block with radio, man, all over the world. That's one of my number one DJs, man. You gotta come out and fuck with him.
Y'all know me, I be rolling, man. I get my shot, I be rolling them yeah-yeah. You know what I'm saying? I pop my thing, y'all do your thing, I be rolling on them yeah-yeah. If you know what the fuck I'm talking about, and you got your yeah-yeah, and then they got the fair, yeah. Pull up in the yeah-yeah. Pull up in the yeah-yeah. Shorty giving me the glare, yeah. So I'm feeling like I share, yeah. You know I'm rolling on the yeah-yeahs. You know I'm rolling on the yeah-yeahs. You know I'm rolling on the yeah. Rolling on the yeah. Rolling on the yeah. Rolling on the yeah. You know I'm rolling on the yeah. Rolling on the yeah. Rolling on the yeah. Rolling on the yeah. Shorty giving me the glare, yeah. So I'm feeling like a chair, yeah. You know I'm rolling on the yeah. You know I'm rolling on the yeah. Tell these niggas we ain't scared, yeah. Ain't a nigga out of fair, yeah. You know I'm rolling on the yeah. I pull up in the yeah. Tell these niggas say yeah. Tell them say yeah. Tell them say yeah. Tell them say yeah. Shorty got yeah. Shorty got yeah. Give me that yeah. Give me that yeah. Get crazy now. Get crazy now. Get crazy now. Get crazy now. Poppin' on the yeah. Shorty on the yeah. Giving me the yeah. Talking with the yeah. Let's be the yeah. Quit, I got the yeah. And then they got a fair, yeah. Pull up in the yeah. Pull up to the yeah. Shorty giving me the glare, yeah. So I bend it like a chair, yeah. You know I'm rolling on the yeah. You know I'm rolling on the yeah. You know I'm rolling on the yeah. Rolling on the yeah.
She my baby, call her my beauty. She's so perfect, like she made for me. Never ever let it come between. It's my life, I made it my baby. Take her in a place. Those ain't the games I play. Shorty, get up by my face. Got about so amazing. Feel tall, skyscraping. She picked me up when I'm down. She held me down when I was down. Trial cases and courts. Courtside in the game. Used to hop out trains. Now I'm in the cool switch lanes. Take a true switch the weather. We always better together. And the body doing it better. Make it last forever. She a diamond shine like bezels. I'm reclining while she grab and push the pedal to the metal. Yeah.
morning from your favorite yoga soldier, aka the yoga broad, Nelly. Coming to you straight from the G Show.
She got the camel toe with the humpback. Sally think I'm trying to hunch that. Camel toe with the humpback. Camel toe with the humpback. She got a camel toe with the humpback. Sally think I'm trying to hunch that. With the bike shorts like a teaser, nigga. Cause you know how bad I really want that. Now I think it's time you let me beat it up. Cause it's overdue, I'm talking months past. Take it to the crib since you wanna kick it. We can do this shit like a run back. Talking hands up, touchdown. Give me that, it's a rundown. Heard what y'all kept asking for, so I'm giving y'all what you want now. Like hands up, down. Look at the score, I'm up now. Juked up, I'm bust down. I bet she want me to fuck now. She want the weed, the cheese, the keys. Pull up to her mama, so leave the seeds. She get a rush from taking the risk, and she do whatever to be with me. Feel like I'm racing when we in the Porsche. We doing the beam like Need for Speed. Shorty gon' drop me when we on the drill and get me so close I don't need the beam. Stamina good, I don't need the bees. But fuck her like I'm on 230s. Shake her hips, sis on some Philly shit. But this bitch is from New Jersey. She asks, do I know too rare? I'm like, no, bitch, can too sturdy. Watch cost like 80 bands, so my wrist worth like 2 birdies. I know you heard me, I ain't whisper. She gave me head and I ain't kiss her. 2 chicks that I been hit still fight each other like they ain't sisters. Same mom and the same dad. Ask for time that I ain't had. I ain't seen her in like 2 years, and she's surprised that I ain't miss her, but I ain't diss her. I keep it a stack with you, long as you keep it a stack with me. This ain't a bust down from the jeweler. These are the diamonds that came out the factory. I can get you rocked by a young boy. Got shooters that still go to mastery. No limits when I'm in this tank and it's camouflage like a masterpiece. She got a camel toe with the humpback. Sally think I'm trying to hunch that. With the biker shorts like a teaser, nigga. Cause you know how bad I really want that. Now I think it's time you let me beat it up. Cause it's overdue, I'm talking months past. Take it to the crib. Since you wanna kick it, we can do this shit like a run back. I'm talking hands up, touchdown. Give me that, this a rundown. Heard what y'all kept asking for, so I'm giving y'all what you want now. Like up, down, what now? Look at the score, I'm up now. Jeweled up, I'm bust down. And I bet she want me to fuck now.
Why you tryna get me caught up? Got me feeling nauseous. Talking about some bullshit. Bitch, I ain't retarded. Tryna get me caught up. Bringing all this drama. I don't understand. I guess you get it from your mama. Out here acting stupid. Out here causing problems. And now you wanna cry. Say nobody wanna love you. I'ma send her roses. She deserve her flowers. Don't wanna hurt her feelings, but I left her looking sour. Girl, you know I can't leave you alone. Cause you really looking good in my home. Damn, girl, you the bomb. It really sucks that you ain't meeting my mom. Cause I don't know if you wasting my time. You wasn't meant to be mine. But I like the way you're moving up and down. And when you keep it up, you make me buy a couple rounds. And when you in my bed, you know I like the way you sound. Cause you're the queen bee, you need to wear a fucking crown. I'm a real nigga, look, I never been a clown. Cause I'm all about my money, I'm a motherfucking hound. But the truth is, you the baddest in the town. So that's answering your question while I'm keeping you around. Tryna get me caught up, got me feeling nauseous. Talking about some bullshit, bitch, I ain't retarded. Tryna get me caught up, bringing all this drama. I don't understand, I guess you get it from your mama. Out here acting stupid, out here causing problems. And now you wanna cry, say nobody wanna love you. I'ma send her roses, she deserve her flowers. Don't wanna hurt her feelings, but I left her looking sour.
She said she worth the pressure, but you press when you apply the shit. Trying to get me all caught up, just cause she fine as shit. Girl, if you gon' give me your word, you better honor it. I know it's niggas all on your line, and they trying to hit. I ain't got no time for the drama, so I gotta split. Playing all these games with my mind. Girl, you gotta quit. I ain't done, but we can have fun, cause I'm kinda lit. A little wine, a shot of tequila. That's my kind of shit. You tell your girls all about us, like you proud of it. You know with me, the sex is elite. With them, it's moderate. Bow flowers, fuck for some hours, then she swallow it. This girl trying to lead me astray. I'm not alone with it.
Got me feeling nauseous, talking about some bullshit. Bitch, I ain't retarded. Trying to get me caught up, bringing all this drama. I don't understand, I guess you get it from your mama. Out here acting stupid, out here causing problems. And now you wanna cry, say nobody wanna love you. I'ma send her roses, she deserve her flowers. Don't wanna hurt her feelings, but I left her looking sour.
Good morning, good morning, good morning.
Good morning to you.
I said good morning to you.
How your mama know? How your mama know?
No, who it is? Bruno Brown,
You locked in with DJ Nick,
All about progression. What is all about progression. All about progression. We ain't making no exceptions. Nah. Excuses. If you make 'em, might as well chuck the deuce. We ain't making no exceptions. All about progression. Just say they ain't believe that it'd be selfish. But they stopped supporting when they got jealous. On the wall, they somewhere where the shelf is. It's all butter and garlic over the shellfish. I'm on the road, Elvis. No matter what, I'm Gucci as my belt is. Thought I'd be dead, somewhere where Sulla is. But we out here making these movies, check out the trailer. They call me up to see if I'm fella. That shit ain't singing, that shit still selling. And my man just grabbed the boat, that shit still selling. I'm good no matter what y'all yelling. All about progression. What is about? All about progression. All about progression. We ain't making no exceptions. Excuses. If you make 'em, might as well chuck the deuce. We ain't making no exceptions. All about progression. God did, squad did. Free the guys in the jail, I know the pies did. The 6 and the 5 did. And even when they ain't see it, I know that I did. They asked me who run uptown. The last time I checked, we from uptown.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Good morning.
Yeah. Good morning to you.
Good morning, world. It is Wednesday.
How your mama now?
Hump day.
No, our day.
Okay.
We be hustling.
It is Thinking Outside the Box podcast, people. Good morning. Coming to you straight from the G Shop.
Like we always do about this time.
Thanks to the General always for providing the platform. Make sure y'all download the app.
Man, if you don't got the app already, kill yourself.
To the YouTube channel. That way you
It's like,
can
no,
follow
don't kill
all the
yourself.
shows,
Download the
people. It's a lot going on at Glockaware. Support Glockaware.
And we're going to tell you about it later.
We are. The whole show might be about Glockaware.
I mean, it's not hard to have a whole show about it, especially the way we be feeling about it.
You know,
like this is
it's
my
a lot
crib.
to talk about when you talk about Glockaware.
Right, start
we got to start
shit.
our show off the way we do every week, people. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you, everybody that's on YouTube, everybody that's on Instagram. But the Instagram people, universe, come on. YouTube.
Thank y'all halfway.
Chat with us on
YouTube.
You know what I mean?
Send
Let's
them
get those
up.
views up. Let's get them views up. So let's soften our gaze and allow our eyes to come to a gentle close. As we allow ourselves to just get centered in our room, in our seat, wherever we are in this moment. Inhale nice and slow through the nose. Allow healing, cleansing energy to come into the mind and body. Unclench the jaw, exhale, cleanse and release. Detox anything from the mind and body and spirit that is taking up space and serves no purpose. When you're ready, come back into awareness. Wiggle your fingers and wiggle your toes. Release everything that serves no purpose and inhale all good energy, good vibes. Hey, people.
And then I need everybody who's on my herbal journey to gently but firmly grab your Dutch. I need you to also appropriate your lighter.
Get up here. Don't even act like you're going to sit over there. No way, you're not sitting over there.
Big totes. Fuck you mean? Slide up. Yeah. All right, hold on. We about to do it. We about to do it. Show ain't start yet.
I'm so excited.
And she got her ankle weights on. Fuck y'all talking about big toes. Okay, so for all my my herbal journeyists, not journalists, journeyist. I need you to gently but firmly grab your Dutch, backwood, hemp, Fonto, raw paper, right? And grab your lighter. I need you to slowly inhale with purpose and take in all the positive energy, all your positive thoughts, how you're going to go throughout your day, how life is going to treat you the way you treat it. And I need you to exhale with purpose and intentionally and release all the bad energy, that bad night's sleep you had, that work you got to go to this morning, them goddamn kids that ain't want to go to school and you knew they was going any motherfucking way. You hear what I'm talking about? So again, I need you to slowly but purposely inhale.
Inhale from the gut too.
Mm-hmm. With your diaphragm. And inhale and take that tone in purposefully with intention and good thoughts and positive motivation. Hold that shit too. And then exhale. And let out all that bad shit. Your boss fucking with you. You might not have got no cutty last night. Exhale all that shit. Prepare for your day. And here we are.
Here we are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And here we is. Yeah.
From awesome to
The
like
fuck awesomer.
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 Awesome.
Yeah, Nate, that's the fuck I'm talking about. Go out and take on the whole day now. Nobody can stop you now. You done had your yoga, you done had your mental rightness, you done had your herbal rightness. Where else the fuck you get it at Wednesday, 9 in the morning? We doing it. Oh, I know a place. Check out Monday morning and get your motherfucking authentic philosophies. Look at how blessed we is today. Yeah. See, look, the thing about our show, you don't never know what you're going to get. Cause we don't never know what you're gonna get. Fuck you talk about. Yeah, we don't know.
We are we are blessed with this little sunshine
so
present.
tell them, in case they don't know. I mean, in case they've been under like a rock or something somewhere.
It's your girl Louchietote.
I love her voice.
This is the first time we had. Yo, we up. We up. We up.
Lucci, thank you for blessing us with your presence this morning.
No, if I can make it, I'm gonna make it.
Yeah, that's a fact.
And I can make it, so I was like,
what?
She
She
do
what she could do when she could do it. Yeah.
Came right in on time. Like, oh man, thank you. Big shout out to DJ Nate G.
Shout out DJ Nate.
He is everything to Glockaware, to us, to every show damn near. Like, he just blesses us with our soundtrack for the morning. So all the music you heard this morning, that was mixed by
And he might be
DJ
my cousin.
Nate.
We got the same government. He might be my cousin.
He always tunes in. He always supports. So thank you.
Well, he would be my uncle. They old as shit.
We got Louchietote in the building.
Totes. How did you happen to happen in the happening? Where you come from?
I came from around the corner.
You big totes. Big totes just celebrated an anniversary.
And we was there for that. Oh, I was there for that shit. And it was fucking popping.
She was there. You was
She
there
was
in the
there because I was
comments.
there.
was
Yeah, and
definitely
you
there in
commented.
the comment.
You was there. You was there.
So how's it feel?
It feels good. It feels like a milestone. It feels like what the fuck I'm gonna do next.
More of it. I remember when you came, Tote.
And I ain't talk.
Yep. Nothing. I'm talking about nothing. No words. Like, y'all don't understand. Y'all think Poe don't talk. Toast ain't talk. And then I remember when she first got at it. It wasn't, you know what I mean? I was like, hey, whoa, hey, she
Yeah,
talk.
voice got a little deeper and everything.
Yeah.
Put some bass in my voice and shit.
She said it with her chest the first time I was with her
So
chest.
the people who do live under a rock, like, tell the people who you do a lot. You got a lot going on. You know what I mean? Oh God, you about to freeze this out. I love your show. I love the structure of your show. I love how intentional you are about each episode, the way you interview your guests, your dedication, you and your better half or other half, whatever you decided. He's the best boyfriend ever, besides mine. But the best boyfriend ever.
Say shit. I'm sitting
Best
right here.
boyfriend
Shit, like I'm sitting
ever.
right here.
Besides mine, but best boyfriend ever. Best boyfriend
Runs
ever.
in the
Shout out
team.
to
It
Poe.
runs in the team.
He's like
Kind
just.
of do though.
But y'all are a great team, and I like.
compliment
Let's
each
talk
other
about
so
the
well.
fly merch. Like, you got a lot going on, lady. You do a lot of stuff, like in the community. Like, tell the people.
I got some deodorants coming for them underarm challenge people. Talk that shit, Toast. Go ahead. It's you now. Go do your
Oh
thing.
shit! All right, y'all know I don't like talking about
No,
myself.
look, I know. Look,
Fucking
look.
spot. I'm all nervous and shit. My brain
Spot
like.
toast.
do-do-do-do-do-do. All right, so I do authentic philosophies. As y'all know, we just had the 2-year anniversary.
So I actually started that with Imani, and we just wanted it to be something where we was learning about ourselves, but we also teaching people about themselves too. Like, we want everybody to be positive. It's all about pushing positivity. It's all about pushing knowing yourself and being okay with yourself, like loving yourself. So that's basically what the show is about, what we try to provide on the show. And then when we have guests on the show, it's all about knowing our guests, getting to know our guests. So
Toast, you one of the few people that, well, visually for me that I seen. I know probably everybody do it, like kind of, but you the only person that bring your nose when you show.
I love that.
Fuck yeah.
She be prepared.
My memory fucked up.
She
Like,
be prepared, and I love that. That's why I said that's what I was talking about with the structure. Like, she does
proper
the weather.
preparation prevents poor performance.
You heard that? Do it again.
Proper preparation prevents poor performance.
Say that 5 times fast. Like I can't.
She can say.
She
Toast
can-
can say
I
it.
fuck that shit up.
I love that.
I can't say it one time, but what she said. And
All
then
I remember is the proper preparation
Prevents poor performance.
prevents poor. I'm gonna get
That's
it.
the 5 P's, right?
Well,
That's what you be, yeah,
I'ma
5
get it.
P's.
I'ma
I'll be
get it.
watching. No,
Yeah.
I'll be watching. I know it.
I
just
know it,
can't
but I just
say
can't say it.
Yeah,
I know
I
it.
can't say it, but I know P.
Yeah, that's it. I know it's 5
I know
of
it
them.
exists. You'll never get me to say it. Nigga, I call it the.
I love it because I
P.5.
always feel like you got to be prepared for what the fuck you doing. Like,
Right.
like sometimes we go in there and we just wing it, and I be like,
I was
all
about
right,
to
that
say,
was
round
good
here, we
and
wing it.
shit. But when I'm interviewing somebody, or like if I really, really want to do this topic and I want people to like know what the fuck is going on, and I also want to understand, I'm gonna do my research and I'm gonna make sure we, get the shit out there.
That's how I am with artists. Like, I'm real critical on music from what I've been told. But that's because, like, I love music.
Right.
Right.
Like, it would be the same as if I taste your food. Like,
Yeah.
unfortunately, if I eat your food, it's gonna be examined and looked at and analyzed from a different point of view. And
Right.
sometimes I offend. So I have to cognitively, you know what I mean? I get a lot of that from yous all.
I just be like, no,
Because you
thank
know me,
you.
I'm no filter. I'd be like, ooh,
Yeah.
Listen, he did
oh
this.
shit, don't do it.
No,
Don't
we're
do
gonna
it.
talk
Don't
about
do
this.
that.
We
No,
gonna talk
don't
about
do-
this
no,
because
hey.
I bring this.
Don't do
man-
that. Don't do it.
Rest in
'Cause
peace,
she-
Aunt Brenda. Rest in peace, Aunt
She
Brenda.
says I did this, but I
no,
don't.
He did.
I don't-
Listen, and I have to.
I don't know that I did. I don't know that I
did.
did. I don't know that I did.
This older lady.
I can't say that I
walks
didn't,
up-
though.
My aunt lives up
No,
Mount Airy
no.
somewhere.
Whoa. No,
What?
if you're gonna do it, do it.
I'm trying to
We
paint the
at
picture.
this house that looked like it's in the 70s show. We
Okay.
up
Yeah.
in Mount Airy on a cul-de-sac,
Yeah.
but it looked like
Hey.
we in that
Look
70s
like we
show.
step back in time.
It looked like Get Out.
The house is nice.
The house is great.
Area, but anyway.
Yeah. All right.
So it's grass. She
70s
walks all the way.
vibe.
Yep, she walks all the way up the grass. But it's a memorial cookout, so they got like a live band in
She
the
got this
backyard.
cowboy hat on, and
They
her
got-
head is down, and she
All the
not in my
family is out
peripheral.
there. All the family is out there.
She about to-
Lady walks
Oh.
up. I don't know the lady.
She about to
She
kill
says,
me.
"Hi,
She don't say hi.
hi." That's all she
She
said.
don't
okay?
not.
Mind
Oh,
you, I'm
not
gonna-
like that.
I'm gonna describe.
It's two
her
virgins
facial
to this
features.
story.
Understand that we
'Cause he
standing
needs to
there
be
and we
ashamed of
drinking
himself.
and we just by
MFD.
ourselves and we off to the center. Fuck,
MFD.
fuck that.
MFD.
What are you doing?
He said he said thank you. He appreciates
Boo,
it.
no, I know what he said.
Sugar
I know what he said, but what are you doing? How? How does it happen?
Come get your head.
How does it
MFD.
happen? Come now. Come
right.
now. We here till 10. Come now.
Come get your
Today. I set it all up all nice for you to be surprised and have it when you boo you. Come get them today.
You
All
didn't
right,
even
anyway.
tell me. I thought we was just advertising hats.
You was late. Cosmic Kevin knew. I mean, Clever Cosmic knew. Cosmic.
Clever Cosmic, nigga.
That's my
Shout out to her
boy.
co-host.
Yo, that's
Oh,
my
he didn't
boy.
tell me because I
At
would
the
have made
2-year
sure they got. I
anniversary,
would've
that
made
nigga
sure.
was comfy. He officially Glockaware now. You hear me? We gonna talk about that later too. Comfy niggas. We get to that later. I'm
But
telling you that was a point before you came in. I was going. I watched.
No, let's not get off
But
of how
we
you
back.
treated this older lady.
I
So
didn't
the lady,
treat her
all
anyway.
she did was
I
say
didn't treat
hi.
her No, that's
I
not all
said
she
hi
did.
Back, but her facial features were very strong. So when she said hi, this one,
Oh my God.
she had really big teeth. Like her face was kind of elongated. He gonna say, instead of him saying hi back, this is exactly what he did. The lady said hi. He said,
she wasn't talking to us.
Oh.
She wasn't talking to us. Toast.
He was talking to us.
Me and you were standing off
You
to
could
the
have played
side.
that off though.
Toast.
He could have played that off.
Me and you were standing off to the side.
Horrible.
The woman is walking up. We drinking. And in the process, the woman is speaking to other people. But I don't see the woman till the last minute.
Mm-hmm.
She was addressing the crowd.
No.
Because she wasn't talking to us because neither of us know her. Neither of us know the woman.
But it was only right
No,
to speak.
Totes, it's me and you. Now I'm you. Forget that I'm here. I'm you. This is where we're standing. You're the other lady, right? The woman walked up, and I'm standing there, and you know I'm taller than everybody, so she's not in my peripheral. The woman walked up like, ha!
She did not. But that's what he saw.
That's what he
because
saw.
her face and her teeth were so big. She did not.
It was coming up at him.
She was not that close.
Her face was coming
he
up
acted
at
like
him.
that lady was like
The woman was like this, ah! In my face.
It was horrible.
Look,
I was so
I don't know
embarrassed.
what I did.
He
Nelly
did
said
not.
I did this. Ooh.
He did. He never
just
And
walked
knowing
away.
me-
Did you walk away?
No, we stood there because she walked away because she wasn't talking to us.
She was talking to
It
us.
just
Me
so
and the
happened
lady
that I
locked
turned
eyes.
around and she was like this. Like she was like, ah. I was like, ooh. And
My bad, you scared the shit out
I
of
was
me.
jolted. Yes, I was jolted.
You scared the shit out of me, bitch. I'm sorry.
Thank you,
She
Toast. I
wasn't even
appreciate
that
it so much.
close. I wish you was there
It's
to see
justified.
it.
It's justified.
I'm gonna let you
So
have
She
it.
scared the shit out of
It
him.
scared
He
me.
really-
She had a horse
No,
mouth.
he
Yes.
From what you
ignorant.
I thought she was
described,
gonna
No.
bite
She
my
had a horse
head
mouth.
off. Yes.
This nigga got Tourette's.
looks like
He
it.
does this shit all the time. Let a tranny get on the train. He be like, "Oh my god," out loud.
She
like
says to me.
out
to
loud,
me.
and I be like,
No,
"What?" He be like,
she-
"What?" I be
she
like,
say I
"You
do it
said
out
that?"
loud.
He be like,
But
I
it
said
be
that
in
out
my
loud.
head.
No, it's not in your head.
No, it is.
It's in your body.
No.
Last time I was on the train
no,
with
His
a
no,
facial
tranny.
expression.
no.
Wait.
Toast.
Last time I was on the train with a tranny, right? It was this homeless man on the
It's
train.
a shame that we got on the
And-
train with training stories that happen so frequent.
so-
He tried to fucking, when we was getting off at 15th Street, the man put the tranny in the headlock
Oh,
and was
shit.
trying to punch the man,
Oh,
punch the
yeah.
tranny in the face. And he was like, help, somebody help me. And then this man came and started punching the old man in the face and shit. And then he got off the tranny, and then the tranny started following the homeless man, like, you're gonna get arrested. I'm gonna make sure you go to jail.
Trainee's gonna tell. The trainee's gonna tell. Hey, trainee's gonna tell.
Trannies are civilians too.
But back to
That
this.
shit was fucked
Toast.
up, though. He did not deserve.
Toast.
He, whatever.
Have you ever been
They
around?
didn't deserve
They
that
them.
shit.
No,
They
fuck that. We're not
They
Kevin
didn't.
Hart and what she said. Toast, have you ever been around me and seen me do what she said I do?
Yeah.
Cause shit.
Thank you. He can't even help himself. He cannot.
Oh, you thought I was gonna say
Help
no?
me.
Yeah, yeah, so fat. No, I thought
So
you was gonna
fast.
think about it and
So
try to
fast.
recollect a time.
No.
Toast was like, yeah, it's just
Yeah.
fast as shit before I got the whole question
Thank you,
out.
Totes. Thank you for being
Authenticness.
authentic
Really?
all the time.
Authenticness.
Yeah.
We just say any word.
The pink, with the
We
pinky.
say any fucking word.
With the pinky.
Milani is here. Milani is here to motherfucking what is it? To what Milani do? She inspirate these hoes.
Inspirate these hoes.
I'm here to
Shout
inspirate
out to
these hoes.
Lonnie. That was
And
hilarious. You said that this
Louchietote is
morning.
now authenticness.
Authenticness.
I listen. I promise y'all. Okay, hey, Magic 36 morning. Well, no, they don't. They don't say morning.
Uprising.
Uprising.
Uprising. I'm with it.
Not me. I'll be forgetting that shit.
So
But the
listen.
science behind that do make sense though. But I gotta work on that. I don't know. Y'all
You
see,
definitely gotta
somebody
work on
might
that.
like people may think that it's a thing, and I'm seeing now that it is a thing. But I really be saying it to me, like I just be it. You know what I mean?
No.
It just be
Out there.
I've never had a filter where I was able to not say what I'm thinking initially, which is why I don't say a lot often. Like
Right.
people think that like Chef is like me all the time, but Nelly will tell you in public I'm totally different. Like I'm
Which
like
makes people
I'm like
always
the
ask you,
only,
what's wrong? Because they think
I'm
you're
like
gonna
the
be
only extrovert introvert that I know. Because around y'all,
You could be yourself.
I
because
love
you're around
y'all and I'm
family.
comfortable
Yeah.
and I'm not on airs. Not that I'm on airs in public. It's just that I have to treat the public a certain way because of, you know what I mean?
Yeah. All right, well,
So-
I want to talk about something.
Uh-oh.
'Cause I always be listening. I be talking to random people all the time.
All the fucking time.
All the
This
time.
chick can't get in the Uber. This fucking bro right here.
Listen, the last Uber
To the
driver, he
point
got
where
so
I had to
deep,
what?
He started talking about his childhood and like how his mom
Bro's like
used to be.
fucking-
Listen, I talk to people. I love the
People
people.
come up to me and talk.
I love
and
the
I
people.
just listen.
I love the people.
No,
Sometimes it happens
no,
that
no,
way,
no.
but then
She
sometimes
no. It
I
don't
just-
happen that
I
way.
just
She's
always end up
offensively,
offensively.
not offensive.
Offensive. Like I'm in.
Like like you.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm Nelly. How you doing? Goddamn, what's up? She gave the way.
I love that about her, though. I love that.
No,
about you.
it's part of what I love too because it's authentic. Because when we're together, we jump in the Uber and she just start talking to the motherfucker.
I do.
I had to realize that too when I had a
Networking at
problem
its
with who the fuck are you?
I do.
Who's that? Magic 36.
I don't know, but why would you talk to our viewer like that?
It was a question.
No, it wasn't.
How? I wanted
Apologize
to
to Magic.
know. I would never. It was a question.
Genuine.
Okay, come on.
No, they probably commenting on. See, I'm genuine. Yes, see, yes, I am. Thank you, Magic 36.
They don't know that. Who them? They don't know
They
you.
probably know me. People be putting their alias names like they little screen names. It's probably somebody. It's definitely somebody we know. Hood day people.
Who the
Mr.
fuck
T.
is that?
See
Who
what
is
I'm saying?
who is that?
That's
I don't know.
somebody from out there. From now.
We don't know, but we tell people to tune in all the time. So thank you, viewers.
No,
Whatever,
no.
whoever you
Don't
are,
not tune in.
for tuning
Just
in.
let me know who you are. I'd like to know who you are.
Sometimes people want to be
Because
incognito.
who you
They
are-
wanna
That's
be-
Mr. T.
All right, yeah, but who you are
If they wanted
dictates
people to
how
know
I
who they
take
are.
your statements and your opinion. Some people's opinion I don't give a fuck about.
All right, so listen, I be talking to random people. Shout
See?
out to Big
Mission
Sis.
Inc.
Case in point.
Mission Inc. Yes, she
Look,
got.
right up.
What is
Government,
it?
don't do it.
what is
Mission
it,
Inc.
bars?
Shout out Mission Inc.
What she got? Philly got bars.
Philly got
Philly got
bars.
bars
Coming
coming
up.
up. People,
Make sure y'all submit
follow
y'all videos.
Mission Inc. Mobile Fun Drinks.
Come, well, holla at me. I need to know who you are. Come on.
Who is Magic 36 so you can
I'm-
come on the
yeah,
podcast?
what do you
Give him
mean?
the
know who we are.
Instagram so he can hit up the Instagram or
Lizzo.
she, whatever.
Come on through.
They know our Instagram.
We here. Listen, you can just pull up on a Wednesday at
You
9
see it?
o'clock.
Pull up. Unless you
Pull
try
up
and do
any
some
Wednesday at
no,
9
unless you
o'clock
try
at
and
the
do some
radio
marketing
station.
promotion, then you got to pay up.
Yeah. Well, that's a different story.
To get on the green screen, you got to pay up.
Yeah, but now
And
we
for
do
us
do
to
that.
say other than Magic 36, you got to pay up. But if you just want to slide through, come on,
through.
slide through. But put you on the podcast, we don't know unless you somebody who's Magic 36. Say who you is. Because you might not have to pay nothing.
Right.
Toast ain't pay shit.
No, that's this family right here.
What is it?
Like
You might be
family.
family. Who is you, Magic 36? But you might not be because if you was family,
Oh,
we'd know
God.
your
Anyway,
call
so
sign.
anyway.
Leave
I be
Magic
I
talking-
keep
36
going.
alone.
I be talking to the people. And people, and this is how I ended up coming up with my podcast too. So this is why I love thinking outside the box, and it's subtitled Village Conversations. And when I'm teaching my classes or whatever, just engaging with people from all walks of life, people bring up different topics that to me are like, oh, I want to talk about that on my show, or I want to get this idea to talk about for somebody else to talk about. So the last Uber driver that I was in,
I was about to say, so we're going to start doing random topics, and then you got to credit the person who gave you the topic, and
Yeah.
then we'll talk about it. So
Hell
shout out to
yeah.
Uber driver. What was his name?
shout
Sean?
out to yeah, was it Sean? Yeah.
All right, go ahead.
So
You shout it out. Go ahead.
he mentioned
We'll see if he's watching like he said he was gonna.
toxic
Maybe that's Magic 36.
toxic masculinity. And I was like, oh, that's a good thing to bring up on the show, toxic masculinity. And what he defined it as is like that, like how men, like I'm trying to put it in my own words, but like really keep it in the context
Then
of
just
what
put it
he
in his
said.
words.
So I'm a little high, and
Heard
and
that.
I had
Heard
a
that.
shot for I had the breakfast of champions this morning. So.
Heard that.
So basically, he was saying like men can get in their own way sometimes with this uber macho type of mentality that can be toxic to the point where you're like, a woman basher, like you know what I mean, like just you, everything you say comes across as like you just don't like women, but you know what I'm saying, like, and I know men that are like that.
I know
like,
a few people like that.
I know people that are like that, so it was like, okay, let's talk about this, let's dive into it, because then
and real men admit that.
He even dived into the point where he was like, you know, and people who are super homophobic, they're that way because these feelings live within them and they hate that part of them.
Okay,
and
that's
this
not
is
true.
why they are
That's not
so
true. And I don't like when
angry
people
towards like
I don't like when
people
people
who
allocate that. Yeah, I don't like when people
So that's why I
allocate with
wanted to
that
talk
because
about
that's
it.
not true.
That's why I wanted to
And
talk
usually,
about
and
it.
look, and that's why I waited until the end of you saying
That's why I
that
wanted to
because I
talk about
knew
it.
that's kind of where that was going because men who usually say those things finish that conversation with that. But go ahead because we'll get into that.
But on both
because
sides,
that's not true, and I don't agree with that.
To how men, some men are with women in their lives and things like that, and then he was also equating it to the homosexuality aspect. I'm you know me.
I'd like to know how y'all got to that conversation.
I'm trying to remember. Like I was all over the place with
that's
it because
that's not a random conversation that you just start
it's not
talking about. So there had to be a genesis of that conversation. I'm anxious to hear where that spawned from. And
well, basically,
that'll give me a picture of what kind of dude that was and where he was coming from with his opinion. Because some niggas say things just to cater to what they think.
No, what basically based on the music that he was listening to, I told him initially, I had told him to download the radio station, download the Glockaware app. And I was like, oh, do you watch podcasts? And he's like, oh yeah. He was like, I like podcasts. I said, well, I'm on a podcast. You should tune in. But we have a lot of them. So download the app. And then he was like, well, what do you talk about on your show? And I was like, well, I talk about everything. Peace.
And I'll tell you why Nate says that after we finish.
Well, listen, this is why I wanted to bring it up.
Nate said he'll bleed.
Gay.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Gay, that's an old school term. That's an old school term.
And I'll tell you why I said that.
This
why
is
Nate
why I
says
wanted
that
to talk about it. This is why I wanted to bring it up.
As a man. But yeah, I want to
just
delve into
his definition or his putting it
it's
in
like
in
them
a
Steve
term
Harvey niggas.
as a toxic masculinity. Like, because like he was trying to say something about like masculinity in itself is like a bad thing, and I had to tell him I disagree. And I was like, well, I think that it has to be masculinity for femininity and masculinity to come together, and for that to be like the yin and the yang.
Yeah.
You can't have one without the other. So I don't want a man who's not masculine.
Masculinity is
the
masculinity is the predication of.
Now if you take your
goes.
Masculinity to the point
there's
of
levels of everything.
Downing women or like
that's not masculinity. That's chauvinistic.
It is
behaviors.
Chauvinistic.
That's not masculinity though,
he
because
was
a real man will
classifying
tell
it
you
as toxic masculinity is what he classified.
And I'm gonna tell you why he said that after we get further into the conversation.
Okay.
I'll tell you why men who speak like him said that and what it has to do with you and what it has to do with men like me feeling the way we feel about those kind of men, like what Nate said, like what. You understand what I'm saying?
But that's why I wanted to bring it up.
No.
I'm like, oh, okay,
yeah, because there's an underlining tone to those kind of men. That's why I said like he kind of like those men are like the Steve Harvey type niggas, or what I've said to you about men who I've had opinions of and what and how they carry themselves and where they're geared to far as interactions with women. Those kind of men are manipulators. But go ahead, finish.
I could see that, but like you can't manipulate a woman like me. That's why I had to come back and let him know.
But
I don't agree with
why,
that.
But babe, that's why
like I don't agree with your statement, but I will hear you out, and I will.
That's why
listen
you
to
hear
what
most
you
of the
say.
men here when we address y'all or talk to y'all about those certain things. That's why we always tell y'all using a minority, like Glockaware women. There's a reason that you guys gravitate to this setting, to this surrounding, to this atmosphere, to this emotion, to this vibe. Yous are different. That's why we always tell y'all using a minority. When we're talking minority. We're talking stat quo. Yous don't fit that. That's why yous are here. Cosmically, energy-wise. That's why you see women who aren't of yous guys' character come here and leave here and not last as long. That's why you've had 2 years. That's why other shows haven't. That's why you've been here as long as you've been here. That's why Paulie's been here as long as she's been here. That's why Chick been here. That's why Rose been here. That's why the women who associate and affiliate. That's why LC been around. Because yous are different. And that's a real thing. When we talk majority, just like most people do. Like when women talk men, they talk majority. They're not talking about the class of men that are usually not of majority. That's why usually those men have a problem with what's being said. That's why yous can't sit around and hear us talk about an average broad without saying, or whatever you say. Because the shoe don't fit.
Of course. Right.
You understand?
Yeah. Right.
We know that.
Right. But that's why I thought it was interesting. That's why I wanted to bring it up, because it was like, okay, that is one of the premises of my podcast. It's not just about my opinion. It's not just about the way I think, the way I see the world, the way I think things should be. Like, I definitely believe in still living cohesively in a world with people that you disagree with.
You have
like,
to,
I don't
or you
have
can't
to,
get by.
right? You know what I mean?
Right.
And even if I don't agree, I have to find a level of respect for what you think and how you think, in order for there to still be that harmony, for us to still like have that mutual respect for one another. And I think that's where people go wrong.
And that's what makes a minority. Everybody
when
can't
someone
agree
doesn't
to
agree with a
disagree.
certain lifestyle, it's like, oh, they don't like me. No, I don't know you. I don't dislike you as a person. I just don't agree with your lifestyle, and I don't have to. And people need to learn more so how to just be okay with everything else.
Agree
like,
to
long as you're
disagree.
living your
It
life
don't
the way
aff- and it
you
don't
want to live your
affect
life
me. Yeah.
on your terms.
Yeah. 'Cause I'm
Everything
not
else
ultimately
outside
the
of
one
that-
you have to answer to.
Right.
Nobody
Don't
owes
try
me
to
nothing.
push it on
yeah,
me.
but there you
There you
go.
go.
I was just about to say it.
Don't try to push that
Don't
shit
try
on
to
me.
make
Can I
me
have some
feel
more
like
coffee, please?
Don't try to make me feel like the way I feel is wrong because you feel the way you feel. Because you're asking me to not do the same exact thing.
Right.
You're asking me not to judge you on the way you feel and how you feel like you should live your life. But in the same breath, you're telling me or wanting me or expecting me to not feel the way I feel.
Right. There you go. So that's it can't be that way.
It can't be that way.
You got to still respect the fact that I don't.
That's the
agree
problem I
with-
have with the letter people. You're
Yeah.
allowed to feel
What is
how you want
Rise
to
called
feel.
them? Libidijaquan.
You're allowed to
Libidic
feel how you
Jaquan.
want to feel. You're allowed to feel like God told you can feel that way. You're allowed to feel or rationalize
my coffee. It's
your
so hot.
life however you feel. But you also have to allow for everyone else to feel how they feel. Now, granted, it may be harsher than you feel like it should be. Like, I'm a black man in America, and I feel a lot of ways. And this is what I tell people. Feelings do not run the world. A lot of things should be a certain way. A lot of things would be a certain way if people felt. That doesn't mean that the world ain't going on every day and I don't have to acclimate to the world that I live in.
Right.
If nothing changes, then you have to live the way the world dictates you to live. Everybody feels some type of way.
You know what I want to talk about too? Like, I'm so over us as a people, black people. Stop being shocked when we find out other white people are really racist. No matter what
People still
position they're
doing
in.
that?
Like the dude from Rolling Stones who made that statement about women and people of color not being articulate enough.
That's how he feels.
But listen, like, I'm over it. Like, I'm over it. White people been racist for years.
Even in deeper than that, how
Racist
old is
for
this man?
years.
Wait.
And
Deeper than
he's
that, how
old.
old is
Probably
this man?
damn near almost 80. He's
That
in his
nigga
70s.
folks had slaves.
Period.
He's of a time where the cognitive thought process was that black people and women are inferior.
Period.
Now he's had to live in a world where he's had to acclimate to live. He can't, you know what I mean? But is that not the way he feels? Are you crazy?
Right.
Are you crazy?
The world just too emotional.
I live in a
That
world
part.
where
And that's
white
the
people
part I
have
don't
never
like.
been kind to me. I live in a world where white people have never been kind to me where it matters. But I have white friends.
Same
My
here.
children are mixed.
I was about to say, now you better go to the
No, my children are mixed.
like real white girl.
Do that mean no, really, no. Listen, my baby's mom is from Quakertown,
Like a Baywatch, Pamela Anderson.
to where
white
people
girl.
in the city
Not anymore, but
think
back then.
that you deal with racism because white people. Bro,
I lived in Connecticut.
live in a place. I was about to say,
I lived
live in
where
a
the
place
capital of the KKK is. Like,
Live
are
in
you
a
fucking
place
kidding me? They used to have
where
parades on Sunday.
it's only white people, not predominantly white, not mostly
Fucking
white.
put that in your
Live
pipe
in
and
a
smoke
place
it.
where there's only white people.
When have
to
you ever
where
actually
there's
seen a white man
classes.
in a hood and a fucking white coat?
I have. I lived in Columbia, South
Well,
Carolina,
you
right
seen
over
it.
the bridge across from
When
Lexington,
you
South
see it, you be
Carolina,
like, oh,
on a
shit.
road that was called Old Plantation Road,
Mhm.
where the Confederate flag still flied on their state building.
Oh, wow.
Mhm.
You understand? Live in a place where it's not considered racism. It's considered a way,
A
of,
way
life.
Yeah,
Live there.
yeah. Connecticut
Be
is there.
where. Yes, it is.
Connecticut
Boston is there.
Yeah, Boston is there. Connecticut is there.
Vermont is there.
Mhm. It was
You
definitely a
understand?
culture
I'm
shock for
talking
me.
about where
Moving
it's
from
not
Philly and going to
it's not
Connecticut.
some white people or it's mostly white. I'm talking about where it's white people so much where there's classes of white people. You have to live where it's only white people to where there's poverty white people, middle class white people, upper
Poverty
class
white
people.
people
Do
sometimes
you
live
know
amongst
that?
the
Do
black
you
people.
understand that upper class white people are not racist to black people? They're racist to broke people.
Yeah.
Do you know that the worst person or the worst condition living person I ever met is a broke white person? Do you know that broke white people is the worst? Live in a place where it's broke white people at. And I'm talking about the white people look down on them. White people don't look down on color, they look down on
Logic.
class. It's just they learned that black people was of a lower class.
My
Why
mom,
do we still
she
not know
always
who is
had
Magic
us.
36? They're saying a lot.
They
They're
still-
really,
yeah,
they're
they
really.
say-
I
and
love
they
it
saying
though.
who
Thank
they
you, Magic.
affiliated with and
I
everything,
want to
but you
know who
haven't
you
said
are
who
so I
you
can really
are.
shout you out. I really
We know
appreciate you,
Nas,
Magic
but
36.
who are you?
And then,
Oh my
Black
God.
and white and
Oh my God.
oh yeah,
Oh my God, Nate.
yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Like where Penn State is.
Mm-hmm.
What's that? What's that up there? Where Penn State is, like the Penn State.
I forget.
I forget where that is, but oh my God.
Williamsport. Shit, I
Yeah,
know.
yeah,
I
yeah.
went to Williamsport
Ah.
High School, so I know.
Ah.
See,
Listen,
I
I
moved
know.
around a lot, and my mom, she ain't like living around black people. It was always in like a white neighborhood. Like we was always the first.
My
black
mom was the same
person
way. But
to
I
move in a white neighborhood, and like we was always the first black people, and it would always be up and up and up and
Clear
up and up.
people.
So it was like I have experienced a little bit of racism, like the first white neighborhood we moved into, but my uncles nipped that shit in the bud, and then after that, the white guy brought out some cigars, and everybody was good, and ain't nobody do no shit on the block.
because
But
white people don't
that's-
hate you because they hate you. They hate you because they was told to, and they don't know any
White
better.
people can be
Any
vicious.
white people who I've been around, and this is a fucking fact,
My sister
but that's
is
just
still
generally
best friends
everywhere.
with them.
But any white people I ever been around, fucking love me.
Yes, absolutely. I
You
love
understand
my,
what
I
I'm
love
fucking
my white
love
people.
me.
Are you kidding? Yes. Yes.
And will say to my face inappropriately, "Wow, you're not at all what I thought."
Yeah. Yes, they do. Yes, they will.
White people, it's a thing. White people are conditioned. They're not. Nobody is born
With malice.
racist or maliciously.
Yeah.
Taught that shit.
It's taught.
It's a taught condition.
I don't know.
I know
met some
black
kids
people-
Like, God damn, you
nigga,
had to be born bad.
I know
Like,
black people who are more racist than some
you
white
can be
people.
born bad. You can
Like,
be born
God
bad.
damn, Satan
All right,
spawn.
that's mental though. That's mental. I'm talking about, you know what I mean.
Yeah. I know.
And that's minority. I'm talking about
Came from the
majority.
family tree.
Yeah, it's some chemically imbalanced motherfuckers. If a chemically imbalanced motherfucker have another chemically, yeah, I know a family of them. I ain't gonna say the name of the joke, and they slide up and kill us.
Shit,
Or
my
everybody.
family is. I'm one
No,
of
no,
them.
no. I'm talking. I know a family motherfucker. Them
I'm a
motherfuckers.
descendant of, and I am.
Shit,
That's why I
but
tell people I do
we
yoga.
all are.
That's why I do yoga.
We
so
all
I don't
are.
touch
We
no
all
body.
are. We all are.
Don't
Everybody's
somebody in the
mental.
face.
It's just how you're able to cope and handle it. But
See,
everybody's
when you say
mental.
that everybody is mental, that's why the world's so fucked up now.
Say
Because
it.
everybody mental, and the people that's supposed to be in the fucking mental
It's
hospitals
mental.
ain't in the fucking mental hospitals
It's a
because they
fact.
fucking mental running shit.
Running shit. It's a fact. It's just
Yeah.
that some motherfuckers got there first. I say it all the time.
Yeah.
The world is dictated and the world runs just because a certain group of motherfuckers got there
Not emotional
first.
enough. It's too damn emotional, Magic. The world is too emotional. Like that's
No,
the
that's
problem.
the problem. It's not enough cognitive thinking. Everything
Yes.
is thought
Everything
of too
doesn't
much
have to be
emotion about how you
exactly.
feel.
Everything
That's
don't
right.
have
Niggas
to be
making
off
too many
emotion.
decisions on how they feel.
It's not about
Not logic.
feelings.
Because cognitively, it don't make sense to shoot a nigga in the broad daylight on the corner in the middle of the fucking rush hour with 37 shots. That just cognitively doesn't make sense.
Right.
But I feel like I should
feel
do
like
it
I
because
should
he
do
hurt
it.
my feelings or my ego is fucked up. You
Right.
understand?
Yeah, that's real talk.
You understand? It don't make sense to choke this bitch because I walked in on her fucking some other nigga. But because my ego is bruised and somebody might know and niggas gonna look at me like the soft nigga, I
Right.
killed them both.
Yep.
That don't make sense.
It don't.
That's
Nope.
an emotional decision.
Yeah.
It don't make sense for you to know you the other woman but show up at this nigga work because he ain't call you when he said he was gonna call you. But you gonna go to his house knowing that his wife there. That cognitively don't make sense.
Right.
But that's
Ain't even been fuck with
emotion.
them in the first place, whore.
But even if, because that's a cognitive decision to fuck with him. That's not an emotional decision. I'm going to fuck with him anyway and get what I could get out of it and do what I could do. But when you get emotionally involved, because the conversation could be had, hey, you know I got a woman. Yeah, I know. All right, I'm not leaving my woman. Okay, cool. You don't have to, but I'm going to make sure you cool. And then whenever we around, it's only you. Okay, fine. And then she gets emotional.
Mm-hmm. Always happens.
Now she at your house. Now she blowing up your phone. Now she wonder why you ain't calling.
Now she's
Now
sending
she at
pictures to your girlfriend, to your wife. to your
That's
girlfriend.
emotional.
Yeah, yeah.
Most
That's
shit,
why when
most shit
niggas
that's
do
not
shit like
done
that,
right is
we call
done
him a
off of
fucking faggot.
Most
because
shit that
men
ends
don't
up
think
being
that way.
fucked
Men
up in
supposed
the
to
end
think
is 'cause it was
cognitive.
done off emotion, and that's the crazy.
Most
part.
bad decisions are made in a state of emotion.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah.
Because if you cognitively think about it, it ain't make no sense for you to punch your fucking boss in the fucking mouth on the clock at the job because he told you to do your job.
Yup.
Right. Look at let
Big facts.
let the congregation say amen. Amen.
That's emotion. Because cognitively, you got to pay your fucking bills. So he might have said something to you, but I'm going to chalk that one.
Right.
But not your ego. And ego is emotion.
Yep. I agree.
You
100%.
gotta learn how to control your emotions.
You better.
Do yoga.
There's so many niggas sitting up in jail
Meditate.
right now.
I've been doing
Meditate.
the breath yoga.
Mm.
I like that. It's been helping me out a lot.
See, I'm telling y'all, people, yoga, man. Y'all be tripping thinking it's for the white folks. It's
Yeah,
ours.
because you know what the common
It's
denominator
us.
is between what I'm saying and what you're saying about yoga? Slow the fuck down.
Yep.
Huh?
Slow down.
Slow the
Think.
fuck down.
Everything should slow down.
Slow the fuck down.
Big facts.
Everything
Slow down. Take more time to think. Slow down.
Slow down.
Because if you think about something, even I'm one of them niggas, and I seen other niggas that I be mad at myself because I be mad. I be wanting to do something. You heard me call you, babe. I'll walk on this motherfucker right now.
Mm-hmm.
I'll break this nigga neck right now, babe. Hey, if this you've seen me do it. But that time that I called you, cognitively to me, that's my breakdown time. I know you're gonna say something, or even if the time because I don't really want to lose my job.
Right.
I don't want to lose my job.
I was just about to say that. Like
I don't
that
want-
shit.
Huh?
That shit. All right. Let me think about it. Time.
Yeah.
Because
Let me-
if
let
not,
me-
I
let
don't
me
even
listen
make
to
that
this.
call because I know what she gonna say. I don't even make that call. If I'm listen, let me tell you something. If ain't no calls, ain't no thoughts, ain't no nothing, because my emotion says it's time. My cognitive tried to, oh man, let it go. No, it's time to go. And it happens.
For me, I got a little diary in my phone. So if I feel like, all right, I'm pissed off or I'm about to snap, I just write it all up out in there.
Journaling.
That's
That's
decent.
And
that's a
then
nice
That's
way.
decent.
To
I
do
get it out and I just feel better after because I got it out.
Yeah.
I ain't had to talk to nobody. I just got it the fuck
Journaling
out.
is essential. I like that.
And weed the shit.
Weed
I ain't
is
gonna hold you.
definitely
Weed saved a
essential.
lot of you niggas' life.
Big facts.
Weed saved a lot of you
Big
niggas'
fucking
life.
facts.
Yeah.
You hear me?
Big fucking facts.
Weed saved a lot of you niggas' life.
Because when you think about punching somebody, you be like, you know what?
What? And that's big fact. Weed saved a lot of you niggas' life.
Yeah. Well, listen.
Oh my God! Now it's time
not quite.
to say goodbye.
We said we was gonna end the show early, but then Lucci showed up.
I'm sorry.
No, ain't no
Gotta
sorry.
Walk around the corner. Sorry for shit. We boosted our ratings. We up.
Yes.
We up.
Thank
Lucci
you.
don't come on your show. We up.
Thank you to everybody that tuned in
Big
on
8.
YouTube. Shout out to Magic 36. Shout out to Luck. Shout out to DJ Nate. Shout out to who else do we have? Shout out to Lawanda, Real Mission Inc. Shout out to everybody on Instagram that's on live right now. If you up with us, you up with us. We appreciate you. Lucci, tell the people where they can find you.
You can find me.
And Mr. T, we forgot.
Oh, Mr.
Shout.
T. Sorry about that, Mr. T.
You can find me on Authentic Fly Tweets every Monday, 11 a.m. to 12 p.m. And you can find me every Friday on Fly Girl Friday Radio every Friday, 3 p.m. to 4 p.m.
And where can they get the merch?
Louchietote on Instagram, Louchietote. And for the Fly Team merch, FBFRPO.
There you go.
Big your flyness. Hey, man. Now it's time to say goodbye to all my Negro friends.
Listen, tune in every week, every Wednesday from 9
to 10.
10.
Download
Millio,
the
come
app.
get your hats.
Yeah, Millio, come get your hats. Restore the order. We outside. Thank you for tuning in. The light in me honors and respects the light, y'all. Namaste.
I believe.